The Bold and Beautiful, show 4988, VTR 19-2007.
You changed for dinner.
Yeah, I thought this looked a little more paternal.
Don't expect Rick to think of you that way. Just be yourself.
I think he's avoiding coming home for dinner.
Hey, guys. Oh, Phoebe. Oh, I totally forgot what day of the week it is.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm not that hungry.
Oh, no. You have to eat with us. You're a godsend.
I think she was hoping there'd be safety in numbers. Rick's not too keen on me.
Aw, who could not like you? I keep having the wrong things in the wrong place at the wrong time. So this room I'm staying in here, is it actually mine?
Yes, of course. This is your house too now.
Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that.
Hey, I could use a little help with Rick, so he doesn't think I'm such a terrible guy.
Dad, the last time I saw him, I think I had braces. I hardly know him.
Hey. Tough night at the pool hall?
Rick, oh my God. What happened to you?
I was at a lecture.
Are you drunk?
Why? What are we drinking?
Getting ready to be drinking blood if you don't wipe your nose.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, I'll go upstairs and get cleaned up then.
What lecture? Where?
It was at a leather bar in Silver Lake.
I want to tell you something. One of the things I was so angry with Stephanie about when she left was that she was sticking me with you. No, I wanted to just bang around the house all by myself. Angry. Being self-righteous and alone. But instead, I never felt so comfortable in my own home, in my own skin. I owe you, Pam.
Well, I owe you too. I have never done anything like this in my life. All those glamorous parties and now sitting in front of a fire at night. But, you know, feeling safe and innocent. I'm not saying this right, am I?
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Hello? Hello? Oh,
Stephanie!
Hi! I know I'm home early, but I was afraid I was going to start drinking by noon, so I thought I'd better come back.
welcome home.
Hi, sweetheart.
Bet you'd love some tea.
Oh, I would. That airplane, I'd just get you so dry.
Oh, I know. I'll
Thank
put the
you,
water
honey.
on.
Thank you. What's that wonderful smell?
Pam made a pot roast.
Oh. Oh, well, gosh. You've had someone taking really good care of you. Maybe you haven't noticed I've been gone. Or missed me. Or maybe I shouldn't ask. How'd you get along with Pam? I know she can be a little chirpy sometimes.
She's been the perfect guest, really.
Good.
And a great help, especially getting ready for this party tomorrow night.
What party?
Ridge and Brooke's engagement party.
Engagement party?
Mm-hmm. I'll take your bags up. Take care of the driver.
So how was the trip? How was Mother?
I came close to strangling her, but I decided it wouldn't do any good.
She wanted to buy a gun to put in the apartment. I told her I thought it was safer not to.
How are things here?
Really wonderful. I had the best time.
Oh, honey, I'm so happy to hear that. Thanks for everything. Miss Maroney show up?
Actually, she did.
And?
Well, Eric wasn't interested. I honestly don't think you have to worry about that one.
You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's what I like to see.
I love my sister.
And I love mine. You want that tea?
I do.
Peppermint.
Yes. Thank you, sweetie. So, Mr. Forrester, did you file for a quickie offshore divorce while I was gone?
Must have slipped my mind.
Good. I know now what I want to do when I grow up.
Astronaut.
That too. But I want to be the person that takes really good care of you for the rest of your life.
This sauce is amazing. What are these green things again?
Capers.
So, what was the lecture about?
Oh, it wasn't a lecture, it was a reading. See, lecture means reading in French, and I get the two words mixed up all the time.
In that leather bar?
I didn't know it was a leather bar. I just looked at the address in the paper, all right?
What were they reading, the Fight Club?
A guy I knew in Paris, he wrote a book. And it had all these lies in it about how the French hate us with all these stories of people that were completely untrue.
Don't tell me. You stood up and said so.
Yeah, and these guys in leather jackets hustled me outside. Well, I wasn't about ready to fight them.
This rice didn't turn out so good, did it?
I'm sure you miss all your friends over there, right?
I didn't like leaving the way I did.
You hang on to those contacts. We're going to need them.
Sorry, no can do.
The international office is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. They work for Nick Maroney.
Didn't they like working for you? That's all we ever heard was what a great boss you were, how hardworking you were.
That's my boy.
These people have families and mortgages. They can't take 6 months off while I find them a new job.
Well, after a little while, they'll jump ship and come back to us.
Do we have to talk shop?
No, Forrester Originals is a startup company, Ridge. Okay, I have nothing secure to offer them right now.
Rick, why don't you have a little faith?
You know, Phoebe's right. We've all put in a long day as it is.
Hope said that Nick was by here earlier.
He spent the day with Hope, the afternoon.
She said he was outside helping you in the garden.
No, we were just talking.
Yeah? About what?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Nick Maroney has one thing and one thing only on his mind. That's destroying this family.
It was nothing like that.
If he does, can you blame him? Since you destroyed his?
Can we talk about the weather or something?
Rick, was that really necessary?
I'm just saying that Rick.
Wants to blame me for losing the company, when actually it was my father's decision.
Oh, it was Massimo's decision.
Rick.
What?
All right. If you want to get technical, It was your father.
All right, so when did we start talking about the company here? Nick came over to this house to see Hope and to see you, Mom. It sounds to me like there's some unfinished business here.
No, there isn't.
Okay, then what? This isn't proper dinner table conversation, but when the hell do I get to ask what happened?
Nick screwed up, okay?
Well, and you haven't, Ridge. You pawed over my mom and walked away how many times now?
All right, that's it.
What, and then you get bored and you come crawling back? Is that how it works?
It was a situation of Nick's own doing, if you have to know.
That's enough.
All right, you know what? I'm sorry. Guess I'm just not old enough to understand.
I think we should cut him some slack.
Well, excuse me. I'm trying to make every effort here.
He loves his mother, Dad. I mean, the last thing he knew, she was happy, and now all of a sudden she's divorced, and he doesn't get it. I know how he feels. No offense.
None taken.
Let me talk to him.
Thank you. You weren't going to say what I think you were.
Why don't we just tell him?
In front of Phoebe?
Look, when he hears that Nick cheated on you with his own sister, that'll bring him around real fast.
Ridge, it's a topic that's not open for public discussion.
Oh, we can dredge up the history with you and me, but God forbid we tarnish Nick's name?
What about Bridget? What about me? I mean, do you really think we want to go on explaining for the rest of our lives?
Fine. We'll just let him think what he thinks.
It's going to take some time. But that's all right. We have that.
If Rick wants to get to know me instead of just constantly insulting me, I'm open to that. The ball's in his court now. I'm gonna go check on RJ. He was starting to cough and I put him to bed.
Hey,
You've been delegated.
no. Volunteer.
Look, I know I'm an ass, all right? You don't need to tell me that.
Well, your table manners could use some work.
What happened?
With your mom and Nick? Well, they were married, and then they weren't. Nobody ever really said exactly. I do believe she loves my father.
And I do believe I could go skydiving without a parachute.
Look, I don't know if it's a good thing they're getting married or not, but I think as their kids, we kind of have to let our parents make their own mistakes.
So what else do you think I could do to spoil it for everyone? I could fall asleep, lit cigarette, and burn the house down,
Well,
right?
do you smoke?
No.
Well, blow dryers can overheat, and you could plug one in all night, see what happens.
True, but wouldn't that be really noisy and take a very long time?
Well, if you want everyone's life to be miserable, you have to be dedicated.
I see.
I mean, I put so much gum in my sister's hair one time, it took her 2 days to get it out.
Oh, so that's why she's not coming home.
So how'd it go?
Well, it didn't yet.
You didn't argue.
You worry too much.
Your marriage is very important to me.
I know. Why is that?
I don't know what it is about airplanes. All you do is sit in them for a couple of hours, and you just feel so grimy. You just immediately want to get home and shower.
Airplane air is terrible. But even on your jet,
Yes.
you're unpacked?
No.
Oh.
But I'm glad that you're going to stay here tomorrow.
Well, it promises to be quite the shindig.
I know.
So I'm sure I'm going to hear about it when I get home.
Oh, yes.
Well, I guess I'm going to go off to bed. Happy you're back.
Oh, me too, sweetheart. And thank you for everything.
Yeah. Night.
Sleep tight. So, you as angry with me now as when I left?
I don't understand you any better.
But you didn't leave.
No, I didn't leave. I came to some conclusions, though. One of which is that I don't get enough of what I need from you.
Well, just tell me what it is that you want, and I'll do it if it's in my power.
Attention, appreciation. Not like I'm going to bail if I don't get it, not right away anyway, but if you want to make a success of this marriage thing that we've been doing for so long, something's going to have to change. And I think that's going to have to be you.
Well, I don't know what promises you want me to make.
I don't want you to promise. I want you to stop. I want you to stop upbraiding me for being weak and indecisive, and then when I make a decision, jumping down my throat every time. I want you to stop that.
All right.
Criticism, I can take. Contempt, I can't.
I understand.
I want you to stop these elaborate schemes and plots of yours. I want you to stop making these plans that involve me and then leaving me in the dark about them every time. And I want you to stop this never-ending war with Jackie Maroney.
Are you in love with her?
I have not been unfaithful to you. Not since our last set of I do.
Well, according to Pam, because of lack of opportunity. She said Jackie made a beeline over here. But that you did turn her away.
That pretty much sums it up.
That would be the hardest thing for me, Eric. To think that you could get from another woman whatever it is you think that you couldn't get from me.
Your tea is getting cold.
I love you.
Why?
Habit.
So shall we start again?
Can we?
It's what we do best.
The Big Dipper looks different from here.
Ugh, this is another everything's better in France speech. Stop it.
No, I mean the angle of it, you know? I'm used to seeing it like that.
Ugh, I hate the Big Dipper. I look up, I see the stars, I see the sky. I don't see a dipper.
Oh, here, turn your head like that. Now count. 1, 2, 3. See the line? And then the dipper part is at the end.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all it is. 7
Yes.
little stars in the sky, and it's in textbooks all over the planet?
I don't know what you were expecting, but
What is a dipper anyway? I mean, seriously, if you're gonna connect the stars in the sky, at least make it a picture of something everyone knows what it is.
okay.
Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. It's the Big Zipper.
All right, you want to play that way? If you look over there, That's what's known as the big flipper. You see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my god. Well, look, over there, those round ones. Maybe it's the big stripper.
What?
Well,
Coming to bed?
Just finishing up.
Where's Phoebe?
Out in the garden with Rick.
What are they doing?
Nothing. They're fine.
We're to bed.